what's up everybody? It's me, Witchy Poo, and yes, the drama continues with Jacqueline Nemaz. Now this is where the new, and Simply Strange had done a video on this, this letter that was sent by the Boston Globe. You can go check out his YouTube channel, Simply Strange, and you can also hear what he has to say. I'm going to also go over the letter as well, because yes, as it says in the title, they thought she in a way that she was going to get assassinated by the police. That's what she believed. So let's get to the. And as you can see, it is by the Boston Globe. And so here's the letter from the Boston Globe. And as it says, the Conjuring House owner arrested charged with DUI. The arrest comes on the heels of a. Let me get my glasses on. I'm sorry, I can barely see. On the heels of other recent controversies that has circled the haunted Rhode Island house and its owner. There's the house. Now, this is what they have to say. The owner of the Conjuring House is a supposedly haunted historical farmhouse in Burrillville, Rhode Island. Was arrested this week after the police alleged she drove an unregistered. Let me make sure I read that right. Was arrested this week after police alleged she drove an unregistered Lexus. Unregistered. So, okay. SUV while intoxicating officers on the chase through a rural town. Jacqueline Nemaz, 61, faces several driving infractions and 2 misdemeanors criminal charges, including driving under the influence of alcohol, our court record shows. She was arraigned Tuesday in district court in Providence and plead not guilty. How do you plead not guilty? You evaded arrest, completely evaded it. And I'm sorry, but yes, you're guilty for that. You ran a stop sign. You, in a 25-mile zone, you were going 51 miles per hour. That is beyond the speed limit. Yes, you deserve to be pulled over and arrested. As for drinking, also, you deserve to be pulled over for that. I am sorry, but no, you could have killed somebody that night. And as it says here, let's continue on. Nemaz told the Globe she was not drunk and was treated horribly by the borough police. If you guys watched the news on that, no, she treated them like dirt. Like it was some type of joke to her. Complete joke that she was getting pulled over for no apparent reason. And that they had better stuff to do than pulling her over for driving over the speed limit and being drunk. That is their job. And she says, I am not a criminal. I have never been arrested. Well, she just been arrested. She wrote in a text message. According to the police chief, Stephen Lynch, officers received calls on Monday night reporting an erratic driver. So at this point, they didn't know it was Jacqueline Nemaz when this happened. So the police found the Lexus SUV after 9 p.m., stopped on Road Hill, and the officers approached the car, allegedly driven by Nemaz. The vehicle took off, according to the police report. So that's the first no-no. You never drive off. Never. You wait till the police comes to your door and go from there. But no, she drove off. Nunez allegedly drove 51 miles per hour in a 25 per zone hour zone, failed to stop for a stop sign, swerved into an opposite lane. Oh my God. And nearly drove off the road at different times during the pursuit, the authorities said. And they got this all on dash cam. No matter what, she can't deny that this happened. She can't say I'm not guilty, even though it is all on dash cam. Let's continue on. And eventually, Nunez came to a stop at Willow Lake Road. The officers approached the car with their guns drawn, the report states. If you watch the video on that from the news, they had drawn their guns because they expected foul play on this. I mean, luckily she didn't have a firearm in her car. That would have been a lot more dangerous going on. Body cameras video footage show Nunez mumbling, "What's wrong?" And yes, she did. She actually said that. "What's wrong?" Like nothing in the world had happened. She didn't do anything wrong. Completely nothing wrong. As officers approached her, Officer wrote they detected an overwhelming odor of alcohol beverages emitting from her breath. According to the police report and footage from the police body worn cameras released Thursday, she repeatedly told the officers that she owns a conjuring house. What do you expect? Every time there's any issues, she always states her name and I'm the owner of the conjuring house, no matter what. And argued with them about why she did not pull over immediately. Let's see why. This is the reasons why. Officers attempt to perform field sobriety test, but the video shows Nunez not following directions and laughing at the officers because she took it as a big joke. It was a major joke to her. And this is no joke to the police and the people she could have killed driving down that street. And you can hear the officers by, I think they actually do say that, almost missing pedestrians. Okay. At one point, she told the police, "You're boring me," because they were giving her the eye thing. It's like, "You're boring me." It's like, I'm too big for this. I am too important for this. It's almost like a Hollywood celebrity doing this to the police, and accused them of trying to save face by administering the test. The report states they have to do the test. They do the test to if they smell alcohol on anybody's breath. The first thing they will do is a sobriety test. It has to be done. They test them every single person who's in that car, who is driving that night, and to make sure they were not under the influence or how much alcohol they have drunk that night. So, and the police said she later refused a breathalyzer test. So they asked her, because they always ask, no matter what, they always ask for the breathalyzer test and a blood test. And they give her a form to sign to say, do you accept this? And there's also, I don't know, I never took one before. So everything is written down. Everything is written. And it's always on body cam. If you check out all those people who on YouTube who got pulled over for drinking and driving, they always say, "Let's take the test." And they ask, "Do you refuse to take the test?" And they will say yes or no to it. And they do it one more time. They do it several times about asking. And they will do it at the station where they're going to take you to jail for drinking and driving because you refuse to take any of the tests. So let's continue on. But she told officers she drank 3 cocktails that night. Okay, Sorry, that was my own phone. 3 cocktails that night. Now, a friend of mine. Sometimes we go to this one restaurant, and she gets tequila, the this type of drink that she loves to get all the time. And a lot of times, they will put a little bit more alcohol than usual, and she gets really tipsy on just one. And the martini is about like this big. I mean, it's huge. But they put, she says sometimes they put a lot of alcohol in it. So she drank 3 cocktails. Doesn't, and we don't know how much alcohol the bartender had put in those drinks. We don't know that. They could have put a little bit more than usual in it. She was later shackled to a bed at the police stations um, after she refused to stop, aggressively banging on the cell door and yelling, the police wrote. So she was even being, let's say, more of a Karen to the police. I mean, I'm sorry, but I can't believe them. Okay, here we go. In a series of text messages sent to the Globe, so she has sent messages to the Globe about what has actually occurred. Newman claims she passed a sobriety test and that the police did not ask her to take a breathalyzer. That's a I can tell you that's definitely a lie. Police always ask. The people who do watch this video, when you get pulled over and drinking, they always ask you for every single time. I've watched it on almost every YouTube videos. I don't drink and drive. I don't drink when I'm driving because that is one, stupid, really stupid. If you even have one drink, you should at least have somebody else drive for you who hasn't been drinking. Um, so I normally take over the driving if any of my friends are drinking. So that make sure I don't drink. If I was drinking, I'll make sure whoever's driving is not drinking. If they are, I'm going to take a taxi to go home. At that point, I'm not stupid. But no, they always ask you to take a breathalyzer test. She claimed that the police and others are trying to drive me out of business. Yeah, like the police are on the top priority is to make sure she loses her business. They don't care about your business. They care about what you're about to do on the streets. That's all they care about. And let's see. I am terrified of this PD. I did drive past the stop sign. That's illegal, for one. And yes, you need to be pulled over by the police and get a ticket. Because the only thing you probably would have gotten a ticket. And then unfortunately, they'll probably realize you were drinking. And they'll probably, I don't know I think they'll probably still arrest you. Because now you're behind a weapon in a lot of ways. And then pulled over on the shoulders when they approach, she wrote. I remember being panicked and terrified and speed up and then pull over. I knew I was going to be harassed and possibly taken somewhere to be killed. To be killed. Are you really kidding me? Really? I mean, I'm sorry. You panic and terrified. I'm sorry, that was your mental issue problem that we all know that you have. You're being paranoid. That's a oh, I'm sorry. So this is all in my opinion, and I'm also going to write it so everyone remember this is just my opinions. But I think most of you agree with my opinions on this part. I mean, really, really, possibly taken somewhere to be killed. Like the police has now become assassins. Oh my God, they are there to protect the community, and you're about to kill the community with your speeding and erratic driving. So you need to, Jacqueline Newmars needs to face the consequences of what she's just done. And as you saw before, she had pleaded not guilty. Well, actually, I think her court date is not up yet, but they usually the next day they usually they do go to court and they'll plead guilty or not guilty, and she pleaded not guilty, so she does have a court date for this incident. So let's repeat. Go on. Lynch said Burrillville officers are sometimes called to the Conjuring House where Newman also lives over traffic caused by curious onlookers. On Saturday night, Lynch said Nunez called the police to report seeing former employees near the woods. Police responded but did not find anyone there. They're probably not even there. They have better things to do than going to her house. A lot better things to do. They got family obligations. They got family parties. And this is probably during Halloween. This is probably for when it's going. They got things that they're doing. Please. They're probably wasn't even near town. Let's continue on. Last month, Nunez told the Province Journal the hospital stay was orchestrated by former employees in an attempt to take control of the house. False as well. Completely false because they don't want the house. If you look at some of Jason Hall's videos, he stated he does not want the house. He's never wanted that house. Even when it first came up to sale, he said, no thank you. I do not wish to have the house. So you're telling me after that he still wants the house? No, he does not want the house. So people who, like, I'm sorry, in my opinion, like bad number two, to the bone, in a lot of ways, she is insinuating that he wants the place. He wants to buy the house. And she's going to say, no, he does not want the house. He never wanted the house. Never. And his intentions is for her to get help. That's all he wants from her, is to get help. And you have already stated in your 3-hour video that she has a mental issue. She's got stories going on in her head that stuff is going to happen to her. I mean, she needs help. You gotta understand that. And hopefully this will show you that she needs desperate help. So don't blame Jason Hawes for all of this. This is not his fault. None of it is. And you may have a problem with his daughter and her now, I believe, her husband now. If you have a problem with them, stop taking it out on Jason. Don't, in my opinion, do not take it out on Jason. Because that's his daughter and he will protect her no matter what. And that's understandable. Any parent will do that. But you need to stop that. You need to concentrate on what is going on and what is actually happening. So even if Satori and Corey is doing these certain things, that's different. That is a whole different ball game. And a total different zone. This is a different zone. We're talking about harassments. Complete harassments against him, which he barely did anything. He even helped her several times with that house. And this is what he gets. So, I'm sorry, but it's true. And the only thing he wanted from her is to go get help. And that's it. Let's continue on. Sorry, I kind of went on there, on the rampage there. Okay, in a series of texts with the Globe, Numes, I would love to see these texts to the Globe. They're probably picking out certain things just to understand what she probably was saying. Numes referred to several medical facilities but declined to provide details. Being thrown into facilities because I am complaining about crimes against me in my legitimate business does not mean that I have a psychiatric issue. Everybody knows, even the people from bad number 2 to the bone, has stated this on her 3-hour video that she has a mental issue. And here she says she has none. She is not facing that she has a mental issue. And also a drinking problem as well, on top of that, which is not good. Now, here's the thing that gets me. Crimes against me in my legitimate business. Unfortunately, let's see, it does say on here, hold on, let's get to that part. The DUI charges follows other Conjuring House related controversies in recent months. The 18th century farmhouse was inspired by the movie The Conjuring, about hauntings that plagued the Perron family there in the 1970s. Visitors come around the world to tour the property. Some even spend the night. Let's continue on. Okay. Former employees have said Numes owns the money, which is true. She does. She has not paid them for back pay that she's never paid them for, including one who he said was fired after Numes accused him of stealing money from the business. An accusation she was based on a tip by the ghost of a former owner. And trust me, she has fired another lady, which she is not, which is her choice. She is not griping or yelling at her or being, I'm trying to figure, she's being polite about this. But she was terminated because she was told that she was stealing $60,000. $60,000. And who knows, probably the tip was from a ghost. But who knows. Okay, guests also complained about being actually based on information. This was not too long ago. And this was on October the 20th. Yeah, October the. Let's see. On information she seemed to indicate was from spirits. Scott Kittler's, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Even the guy on Simply Strange says has a problem saying it too. So, told the Globe he and his wife paid, and I'm very sorry if I did that too. I'm very sorry. Paid over $1,089 to stay the night at the house on October 21st. And he had read some of the news about it. He has seen the reports, and he thought, I'll just go ahead and go. And he realized that was a complete mistake. And the Iowa couple left within a few hours after Numes asked if they were content creators, because they had a lot of video cameras out and all of that stuff. So yeah, because part of her rules is if you're a content creator, you cannot have so many video cameras out in so many hours. So, excuse me, everyone. And accused them of not having good intentions. Okay. Adding, I can feel your energy. According to the audio recording Killards provided to the Globe, he told the Globe she seemed to indicate that spirits have informed her about the Kittlers. Kittlers? I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it correct. I'm very sorry about that, Scott. It is a very hard name to pronounce, last name to pronounce. And before we continue on, I want you to listen to that voice recording. This is also from Simply Strange. So let's listen to the voice recording. Let's hit it. Hopefully it is playing. Yeah. It takes a little while.
And I know it.
I'm
I
not doing anything.
I absolutely know it. You do not have good intentions for tonight.
God is my witness. I'm not up to anything in the house, so.
Well, the spirits will believe me. We know. We have people from...
But if
Yeah, you can hear. She also said the spirit said in there. If you can't hear this without the headphones, it's very hard to understand what they're saying. But definitely listen to the headphones. You can actually understand exactly what is being said on here. So let's continue on.
But if it's going to be a problem and you're just going to come through the whole night and just keep interrupting what we're doing, then I'm just going to call the bank and ask for a refund, because it's not fair to us that, because we were doing something up there and you interrupted our, EVP session that we were doing. Now you're swearing at us.
I'm not swearing. All I'm telling you is that I am onto the fact that you do not have good intentions for tonight. That's all.
You don't even know us.
I don't have to know you. I can feel your energy. I know your energy. I know
You don't know my energy, because I'm not even doing anything wrong. I'm not even, you don't know anything about me.
I don't have to know anything about you to know the energy that's coming into my house.
Okay, well, if you want us to leave, then you can give us a refund and we can leave. But if we're gonna keep getting interrupted, that's not fair to us either. We spent $1,000 for here. We're not gonna put anything on. I don't even barely even use social media. So I mean, I'm not.
All right, you can leave. I'll give you a refund.
Okay. Can I get that in writing though?
We'll just refund you. But I know that you're up to no good.
Can you send me the refund now though? Because I don't trust if I can leave. I just want something in writing that I'm gonna get a refund.
You're gonna get a refund.
Now you hear that. She says she will be giving him a refund. Even though he wants it in writing, she just automatically states, you will get your refund. So let's continue on. There's a little bit more to this.
We're the most famous location in the world. We get people from around the world.
Yeah, there's a lot of famous places that rip people off too, though. So I mean,
which we've never done.
Well, can you send me some? Can you give me at least an email or a text message that says you're gonna refund me?
You'll get a refund.
And as you can hear, she repeated it several times. You will get a refund. No matter what, you get a refund. We are legitimate people, and we will give you a refund. And so far, he has not received a single dime back. And he has called her. He has sent messages, and he has received nothing back at all. So you're telling me that you're legit, a legit business will give the money back. You interrupted his time there, and all that money he spent was down the drain because of what you have done. Let's continue. Let's see if there was more to this. I don't remember. Yeah. So let's go back to here. And yeah. Legit my mirror end. Yeah. Yeah. In my opinion, at this point, she is no longer legit at this point. In my opinion. Because she has not gave back his money at all. She has not send him any messages back or anything. She probably, if she probably does, she probably end up getting him strong words, and this will continue. Her famous messages. She always, this will continue, or I can't remember. But oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Okay, so let's continue on. When asked about Kettler's experience, Numa texts that she was alerted quickly to their intentions, so I acted quickly. No one else was in the house besides him and her. How in the world does she gets a alert that a text, yeah, a texted message. I didn't know ghosts can text messages. Maybe next time I go ghost hunting, maybe I can ask them, can you guys text me and let me know how you're doing? And see if the ghost actually would text me back. Would actually text me. I didn't know the ghosts even had cell phones during their time. I'm sorry. This is not a joke, but the way she's doing everything is it's almost like a joke. It's oh my gosh. Okay. No one with intent to hurt me or my business will get a refund. Now she's saying to the Globe that since they have intentions and intent to hurt her, now she will not give them a refund. Can you believe this? Yeah, at this time she is no this the Conjuring House is no longer a legit business. She is actually now out there to steal people's money. My opinion. As I said, my opinion. Now she is out there to steal people's money. So anybody who's actually thinking of going to this Conjuring House, pretty soon you may not be able to go anyways. Because I have a feeling Burville will not continue her license after this. Completely. So, uh, and I will not reveal my sources that looked to protect me in the Conjuring House. Yeah, we know who your resources are. Your resources are ghosts, spirits. I'm sorry, but yeah, we know who your resources are. We know who they are. Let's continue on. Okay. Jason Hawes, the Rhode Island based star of the sci fi Ghost Hunters television show, has also accused Numas of harassing him and has said he is concerned about the safety of the guests who stay there. And I do not blame him. I feel that the guests there, I fear for their safety as well. I think whoever goes there, I fear for their safety. Please do not go there. Please don't go. This boy caught it, but from when I can see it's going, because she got till November 18th to appeal the license and stuff. But she is. I have a feeling she's not going to get that license, because now she has an arrest record on her, and according to the licenses, if you have that on your record, you cannot get a license. And she put herself there. Not anybody else. No one put her behind that wheel of that car. She's going to understand that. No one put you behind that wheel after drinking 3 cocktails. No one put you behind that wheel. You did. You drove off in that car with 3 cocktails in you. And who knows how much alcohol was in those cocktails? We don't know that. But unfortunately, you refused to do what the police told you to do. You refused to pull over when you first got pulled over. And you drove off, going through street signs, going in different lanes, almost off the road. Who knows if there were people on those walking on the sidewalks or not. You could have killed somebody. And that was your fault. That was your fault completely. So do not blame other people for your actions. You did this. Let's continue on. Um, Amidst the controversies, the Conjuring House has remained open to visitors through the last week. Lynch, I think that's how it's pronounced, opted not to immediately approve the entertainment license for the property, citing inappropriate attachments with its application. I would love to see this applications, the attachments to these applications. I would love to see that. UMass can still resubmit her application though before her current license expires in November. And I think it was like November 18th, Lynch said. When asked about the license, Newman says she will pursue every option to run her legitimate business. Burville will need a compelling reason to decline it, she said in a text message. And I think that was it. But legitimate, at this point, I don't, in my opinion, I don't no longer see it as a legitimate business because now she is taking money from customers and not refunding them for things that she's done, like the last people. She literally almost kicked them out the door because they had bad intentions. No one has bad intentions when they go in to investigate a place. They go in to investigate to have these experiences, even if nothing's happened. But at least they got the chance to be in a home that's been there for centuries. Centuries. Just the history of the place is really half the reason why people are there as well. Besides the ghosts, they're there for the history of the house, and not just for the spirits. They're enjoying their time being there. And if they capture stuff, that'd be great. If they don't, it's understandable. It does happen. I mean, the one place I was at the last time, not just a couple days ago, not much happened. Just a few little things, but that's about it. I mean, it's a little, depressing that nothing really happened, but hey, I had a good time. Because plus, I also had equipment issues during that whole entire time, too, so I was not in a very good mood because of my equipment. But, and maybe the spirits was, you know, not on them, but my attitude towards my own equipment and not towards the house. So, but I enjoyed my time there anyways. So, and I do plan on going back again. Don't know when, but I do plan on going back. I like going back to areas I have already been, and hopefully next time I go, I actually get a lot of actions. But you never know. But this is ridiculous. As I said, in my opinion at this point, hold on, let me do one thing. So, at this time, in my opinion, I no longer think, as I said several times, that I don't think this is no longer a legit business. So if you do plan on going, don't expect that you anybody to greet you at the door. Um, get get onto the place, because who knows, she might end up calling and the police saying you're on her property, even though you have paid for the night. Um, that they cancel on you because there's nobody there to show you the house or let you in. So, and you may not get your money back. Which, I'm sorry, but you paid all this money, you should get your money back. And if you reset the date, she will charge you even more money on top of that. I'm like, I know. Because a lot of places say, one, if they cancel, they will either one, refund you probably not the deposit, but they will refund you for the rest of your money, or they can actually reset a new date. That's if they cancel. Now, if you canceled, that's a whole different story, and that's not what is happening here. She's do most do most of the canceling at this point. Who's ever going to see her? From everything that I have been reading and been seeing. Um, so so tell me at this point. Give me your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Should she get her business license back and all that stuff? Should she be held responsible? To her, she doesn't think she's responsible for the actions that she has taken. Should she be held responsible for her mental issues? Should she finally, will this give her get to a point that she realizes she needs help? And from reading the from the Boston, that she is not taking responsibility for any of the actions that she's done. Not a single one. Not a single responsibility for what she has done. Yeah, I'm kind of like losing a train of thought. But, so, because she has money galore from way people she is dating. She has lawyers galore, even though she's also a lawyer herself. But, but she is beyond them. That things like this should never happen to her. It's not her responsibility, her fault, her responsibilities, the stuff that she's done. But it's everybody else's fault and their responsibility. Right. So, at this point, I'm going to end the video. Do not forget to hit the subscribe and like button down below. And also remember, throughout this video, it's just my opinion. And I also hope that everyone had a great and happy Halloween. We barely had a little bit of trick-or-treaters, which is kind of shame, because I remember when I was young, yeah, I'm going to veer off from all of this, but I remember trick-or-treating when there were so many kids out. It's unbelievable, going trick-or-treating. And now it's like nobody, because looking out, seeing the houses around me, not a single one had the porch light on. Not a single one of them were giving out candy. No one even decorated their yard. And as I said, I think we maybe had 5 kids, and that's it. And we give out really good candy too. Really good candy. But it's just not like what it used to be, which is a shame. It really is. So, so at this point, before I continue on, so at this point, Witchy Poo is signing off, and everybody have a great and wonderful day. And if you did hear walking and talking around me, it's from upstairs, because my husband and my roommate's home. So everybody have a great day, wonderful day, night, evening, whatever you get to watch this video. Bye, everyone.